Going down in Jasmine Town, Love Life Edition, Part 3. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yes. I first recorded those two videos back in February, and it's now May 25th. It's been a good almost 4 months. Anyway, so the last one I left off with Christmas. Christmas was a drought. After that was drought. He actually texted me on Christmas, so I was kind of like surprised. I think I said that in the last video. Whatever. So week rolls around. Happy New Year's, yeah. Whatever. I sent him this long text, like inspirational shit, like, I hope you do whatever you want to do in life, like just go for it, like don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, like shit like that. And he basically sent me the same back, but I feel like he just sent it because I sent one. Like I literally think that he wasn't going to send me anything because we weren't talking. So I think he only sent it back because I sent him one. I could tell it wasn't heartfelt or anything because he was just like, "The same to you." Like, cool, whatever. Anyway, a few days roll around. I think it was January 3rd. Something like that. Anyway, it was a Tuesday. I remember that shit like it was yesterday because I was watching The Have and Have Nots. And that comes on Tuesday, so whatever. I go on Instagram and I had already like blocked him and shit from, not blocked him, I had unfollowed him from the shit that went down in October. So I saw his profile pic and it was a pic of him hugged up with some chick. So I was like, no fucking way. No way. No way. He did not just pop up with a random chick. Like, no way. So it took me a few days to calm down. Like, when I saw that, like, I instantly got pissed off. Instant. Like, I think I was at my aunt's house. I just left. I didn't say goodnight or nothing. I just left because I was pissed off. Like, I felt heat radiating from my face. That's how mad I was. And so went for a walk and I called one of my friends and I was like, dude, I just put my whole heart out there for like, not the whole 7 months, but you know, kind of like it. And he pops up with a random chick. Like, I felt hella disrespected. Like, I felt so disrespected. Like, he was initiating everything. He was kissing me. He was holding my hands. He was talking all this special talk. Like, and I was dumb enough to believe it. I was dumb. Anyway. And then that happened and I was just like, cool. I deleted everything except for his pictures and the pictures that me and him have together. I've deleted everything. I still have those pictures in my phone now. So yeah, maybe like a few days go by to a week and I finally got the nerve to hit him up. Actually, at first I didn't really remember his number, so I had to like scroll through my call log. I know that sounds stalkerish as fuck, but I really couldn't remember it. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, I ain't trying to be on no disrespectful shit. Like, you got a girl? And I asked him how he was doing too, because I still care. And he was saying how good his job is and whatever, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I got a girl. Like, he said it like it wasn't shit. And I was like, okay, well, cool. With that being known, I'm gonna move the fuck on with my life. No need for me to sit back and waste my time anymore. He was like, I hope you're doing okay too. And I didn't reply. Like, what's the point? I'm not okay. Like, again, I feel like he was just saying that shit just to say it because I asked about him. Like, wow. Anyway, like, why would I? I'm not alright. I just found out the dude that I'm in love with has a girlfriend. So obviously, he doesn't love me too. Like, that's like the most disheartening feeling ever. Like, you trying to conserve yourself and the person you're trying not to fall in love with is doing all this shit that's just oh my god, I really love him. Like, doing all the type of shit to make you do that. Make you brag to your bitches and your friends. Even your family. Dude that comes around like once or twice a week, working a 12-hour job. Like, makes time. Literally makes time. Whatever. So, I went through a stage of depression. Real shit, man. I know some people out there that thinks depression isn't real. It is. It is. It's very real. Yeah, I don't want to say I was drinking every day because I really don't remember if I was or not, but I know I was still smoking a pack a day. Smoking a pack a day. I was drinking to the point that I would get really fucked up but not throw up. Smart. But yeah. January was really tough. I started going back to school. Some shit happened with my mom, and shit happened with my housing. So I had to drive my granddad's truck back and forth to Savannah every single day to go to school, and things didn't work out there. So I ended up, is it unenrolling? I don't know the term, but I ended up I stopped going to school by like the middle of February-ish. So yeah. Then I didn't have a job on top of that, so it was kind of like hard to pay for gas and like get something to eat, stuff like that, general stuff. But around the beginning of February, I wrote in my diary, in my journal, whatever, about how I felt, how bad I felt, and I would just read it over and over again after I finished it to remind myself, like, he's not here anymore. Like, you need to let that shit go. Like, you need to let it go. And there were certain times that I would just be outside, just listening to my music, just thinking. And one night, I saw a shooting star. I know this may sound corny as fuck, but just listen. It's cute. It's cute. I saw a shooting star, and I basically prayed on it. I was just like, just send him back to me. Let me know that he's okay. And I would wish upon that star. Every time I saw a shooting star, I would do the same wish every time. Every single time. So the 26th of February rolled around, and that marked 2 years since Granny T has been gone. And the day was just like hell weird. Like it was cold. It was like hella cold. Like whatever. Anyway, so sitting, babysitting, just everything that could go wrong did go wrong that day. Like I ended up babysitting, which I got paid for it, yeah, but I'm not really like the babysitter type. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah. And then around like 3 or 4 o'clock that afternoon, I got a text from him. And he was just like, hey, Jazz, it's Marquise. And I literally looked at my phone for like a straight minute. debating on whether I wanted to reply or not. But of course I did, because I love this nigga. Like, what the fuck? I love him. So I replied, and he was like, is it cool if I come by and see you one day this week? And like, just talk about stuff and blah, blah, blah. I just need somebody to talk to. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But on my end, I was just like, I really want to know what this nigga got to say. Like, you need to have something to say. That's not bullshit. So he came over the next day, which was a Monday. I have very good memory when I want to. But, yeah, came over. And we talked like we never stopped seeing each other. Like, it was just great. Like, good vibes, laughter, talked about real shit. Like, he told me about his situation with his ex, because they're obviously not together anymore. That's what he wanted to talk to me about, and all the shit that he went through and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like sitting there like, I couldn't really feel bad for him. Like, I couldn't. He put himself in that situation. Like, why would you get with a chick that you barely knew? Opposed to me, I'm sitting over here waiting for you, looking stupid. And basically, like, you go and give your heart to someone else. Like, that shit was like, that's how I portrayed it. That's exactly how I portrayed it. You can't tell me different. You can't. You can't. The same way he was hugged up on her in that picture on Instagram was the same way he used to hug me. So I knew there was something there. Anyway, so yeah, we talked about that, and it was cool. We hugged it out. And yeah, so weeks go by. I'm still trying to get over like the anger and trying to like be your friend. It's the hardest shit ever. Being a friend to someone you're in love with is the hardest shit ever. To me, like, I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, no lie. Like, it was hard. It was hard for me to sit there and listen to him talk about her, knowing that if I were in her shoes, things would have been great. They would have been hell, would have been bomb, man. It would have been straight, like, dope as fuck. Just honestly, to me. But yeah, it's just, it was hard. It was hard to do. Hard to listen to all the stuff that he went through for her. For her to be a piece of shit. And basically, I just saw it as karma. Like, he got his karma, like, instantly. Like, I didn't feel bad. I didn't. Like, I couldn't feel bad. Like, you put yourself in that situation, so deal with it. Why would you come back to me complaining about it all? The chick that you left. The chick that you don't love. Like, why? Why? Like, honestly, why? Yeah, so I ended up sending him some text messages, like, basically telling him how I felt. And he was saying that he understood and blah, 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 but I think he was just saying it to say it. Like, anyway, so March and April rolls around. We're chilling like nothing happened. Like, doing the same shit. Drinking partner, my dancing partner, cool. Yeah, it was some mad chill shit. Like, I even invited him to this party that I was supposed to go to. Like, it was a big family event. It was like a birthday party for like 2 of my cousins. And he was willing to go. So I was like, hold on, what? You want to go out in public with me, surrounded by hella family, and that's not a problem. Like, that's what I was saying in my mental, like. And sure enough, he came over, but just things didn't go right that day, and I ended up getting pissed off. And he was like, well, if you want, we could just go do something else. And I was like, shit, I mean, that ain't a problem. Like, shit. All we did was just chill somewhere and we drink. It was chill as fuck. Conversation, drinks, music. A-okay. Like, it was dope as fuck. Like, it was dope. I mean, there were some extracurricular activities. Duh. Like, don't ever get it twisted. Like, yeah, this is gonna happen. But, yeah, so April rolls around and I'm just like really contemplating, like, do I really want to keep him around? Do I want to do that? Like, because it's hurting me keeping him around. Like, it's hurting my heart. It's like setting me up for failure. So we ended up spending a night out together, and that was cool. But it was like the next morning after, like, he had sobered up and everything, it was like he went back to being lame. I don't want to say lame. It more of, I can't think of the word. It's more of like, the next day it was like, oh, we spent the night together, we did some things. Okay, time for you to go. That type of feel. Like, that's the vibe that I got from him. Like that. Get the fuck out. Like, that's how I felt. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I spent probably like 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of April, being semi-depressed. Like, it wasn't really like severely depressed. Like, it was more of daily contemplation of whether I should have him in my life or not. And where is his mindset, blah, 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 because I didn't know. Yeah. So I promised myself, I was like, May 7th rolls around. We've known each other for a year. I'm going to use May to figure out whether I want him to be around or not. And that's what I did. I was going to use the whole month to make that decision and see where his actions were and have a discussion with him about what we are, like, where are we going? Because if we're going nowhere, then there's no point, you know? But if there is some potential, we can ride it out. So May 6th, I went to a party and he was hitting me up the whole time. He was like, hey, what you doing, blah, blah. And he actually picked me up from the party because I said, like, I wasn't having fun or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay. So he picked me up. We just rode around and we went back to the house. And that was cool. So we ended up spending the day that we met together. I thought that was kind of cool. But hey, whatever. Yeah. But then, like, I didn't hear from him for like another whole week. Oh, by the way, before I get into all that extra stuff, I forgot to include that he started calling me. Like, we stopped texting like full on unless we couldn't talk. But I would call him, he would call me, he'd pick up no problem, I'd pick up with no problem. Like, it was that type of deal. Like, I've never had that before, like, except with like a boyfriend. Like, I rarely give out my number in the first place. So the fact that barely 3 months ago, I could barely get a text or a call. And, well, I could barely get a text. And now he's into calling me and talking on the phone for like an hour or whatever. I was just like, maybe he has changed. Maybe. That was another confliction in my decision making, because that's what I was starting to think, that I was special again. I was silly me. Anyway, so today is the 25th, which is a Thursday. So Monday would have been the 21st. Anyway, a week before that, I was really contemplating, like, it was really deep. Like, it was on my chest. Like, it was really, so I was like, dude, I wanted to wait the whole month of May to make the decision, but I feel like I should make it now. And a certain series of events happened, like, during that whole weekend, that led me to making my decision. So basically, I texted him one day. I went to go see my dad because I was just like, I was so stressed out. I ended up crying on the way home. Like, it was bad. So I called him. No, I texted him and I was like, hey, could you call me when you get off? Because he picked up another job. So I was like, just call me when you get off from the second one. So he ended up calling me and I was like, hey, I'm on the phone with my dad. I'll call you back later. He was like, okay, cool. Like, I guess he was scared that we were going to have another mishap like we did in October, but that wasn't the case, because he called me like a few more times. And I was like, dude, just call me after you get off. Like, I want your undivided attention. Like, he was calling me while he was still at work. Granted, the second job is more lenient than the first, but I want your undivided attention. Like, I don't want people coming in and blah, 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 blah. No, I want you and me time. Straight up. So anyway, he called me after work. He's like, what's up? And I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck it is about you. I think this is exactly what I said to you. I was like, I don't know what the fuck it is about you, but I fucking love that shit. Like, I love you, dude. And it hurts me to chill with you, and knowing that you don't love me and you're not vibing with me the way that I vibe with you. He was like, oh, I understand that. He's like, but I just don't feel the same way that you do. And I was like, okay. With that being said, like, I can't chill with you, I can't fuck with you, I can't talk to you, like, I can't do none of that shit. And he's like, oh, okay, well, you ain't gotta be a stranger. I was like, bruh, no, like, you don't understand. Like, I can't do none of that shit. Like, I can't call you, I can't talk to you, like, I can't be chilling with you, like, can't be bringing you around my family, like, I can't be doing none of that. Like, no. He was like, oh shit, okay, I mean, I can't change how you feel. And I was like, exactly, because I can't change the way you feel either. He's like, I appreciate you telling me though, like, I appreciate it. It's like, yeah, like, I ain't that type. Like, I do care, and that's probably my problem now. I legit said that. I was like, I do care, that's probably my problem now. But yeah, I just didn't want you to like hit me up and want to chill or something and me not respond, because yeah. He's like, oh, okay. So we had that conversation 2 Mondays ago, and that was the last time I talked to him. Still follow him on Instagram. He's still my Facebook friend, whatever. But after that conversation happened, I felt like really depressed. Like, I was dealing with like, I had a toothache or whatever. So that was getting me down. But like the day after, like after I had a night's sleep and my toothache went away, I was good, bruh. Like, I was good. I was good. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, I was relieved. I was really proud of myself for having that conversation first, because my nerves were just so bad. Like, my nerves were bad for that whole conversation. But anyway, we were just like talking and chilling, like talking and stuff like nothing. But I knew after that conversation, like, that was it. Like, I honestly don't expect to hear from him, but I kind of do at the same time. Which that's where the shooting stars plays a part, plays a role. Cause like when he was away, I prayed super hard. Like, just send him back to me. Like, if he's meant for me, send him back. So I'm at the point now where I just believe that he's meant for me. He's just not ready. And he probably doesn't know it, but that's just how I'm feeling. There was one night he came over though, and we were standing on the porch laughing, whatever, all that. And we saw a shooting star together. He was like, "Hey, was that a falling star?" I was like, "Yeah." And I kind of just like smirked it off, but like on the inside, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because I feel like that was God's sign, like letting me know, like, all that you prayed for wasn't in vain. Basically, like, he's here with you now. And there were a few times when he wasn't there, and I still saw the shooting stars after we had came back in contact. And it was during the times that I was thinking about him, like, is this really worth it? And then like random shooting star, like, I was like, okay, God, you can chill. Like, you can chill. But I actually wanted to Google if there was like an abundance of shooting stars, because I really wasn't believing it, like, but whatever. So yeah, I feel like he will come back, but at the same time, like, you got to be realistic. Because I'm not gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna try not to anyway. Like, hopefully on a drunken night, I'll still have a good sober mind and good instincts to not hit him up first. Even though I care. I still care. Can't even lie. I still love him. I wouldn't say that I'm in love with him, but I still love him. Yeah. But he would have to realize that I mean something, instead of me reaching out to him all the time. Which he reached out to me after him and his girl broke up. Like, duh. But yeah, he would have to realize how good I am, and he can't be coming back on no, oh, I want to fuck with you type shit. Like, he need to come back correct. Like, I'm not about to do the same shit that I did for the past year. Like, I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to look stupid again. Like, either you come in to like tie me down, or don't come at all. Like, simple as that. Like, and it's not even like he doesn't have to come tie me down immediately. Like, be like working on that. I don't want to force anybody into anything, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not about to sit here and look stupid for another year. Like, I'm not about to do that. And he need to like man up and realize that I'm not one of these thoughts out here. I actually care for him. I actually want the best for him. Like, even if I'm in the picture or not. Like, I'm not in the picture right now, and I still want the best for him. I hope he does everything that he planned on doing that we talked about. Like, I'm not on no hating shit. Like, just do you. If you find somebody else, just make sure make sure it goes better than that last relationship. Make sure it's great. Like, make sure you're happy. Make sure she's happy. Like, make sure Go talk about shit, like, just shit like that. Like, I'm not on no hating shit, bruh. But anyway, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. So there won't be a part 4, just so y'all know, because I already ran through the last, what, February, March, April, May. So the last 3 months with him being back and me cutting him off without really wanting to, but I did. Yeah, I just, honestly, my heart is a little better right now. I'm more content knowing that he's okay and that he's not fucking with somebody he doesn't know. Because I promise y'all, like, I'm not gonna put their business out there like that, but that bitch was stupid. And he was stupid too for thinking that she was gonna be great, because there's no way you can just hop into a relationship like out of nowhere and just expect everything to be peachy, you know? That's not how shit works. And really, like, if he were in a relationship with me, it honestly wouldn't be much different. We'll just have a title. Like, we do the same shit. We can go out together. Like, you can go out with your homies. Like, I'm not on no lurking shit. Like, I'm not gonna, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, every 5 minutes like that. If a dude's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat regardless. Like, there's no point in doing all that extra shit. Like, it's really not. Like, do the same shit that we used to do. Like, chill, whatever. Go out. Go hang with your boys. Go hang with your family. Like, now, if I was his girl, like, I would expect, like, for him to tell me, like, every now and then. But I'm not about to be, like, a dark cloud over his head, if that makes sense. Like, I'm so, like, chill. Like, yeah. But anyway, not the point. Well, I guess it kind of is a point, since this is my love life edition. Anyway, since then, I've had quite a few dudes hit me up, and it's like I done been through some of the stupidest shit, the dumbest shit, so many times. Like, I can just sniff the bullshit, like crackheads sniff cocaine or whatever. Like, that's how easy it is. Like, I can tell instantly. Like, I probably done had like 5 dudes hit me up since maybe like a week before I cut it off with him. And it's just like, I'm not feeling it. Like, your story is not being sold. It's not. Like, come at me correct. Like, don't come at me on no bullshit. Like, because it's not about to happen. Anyway, I did have a dream about him today. And it was kind of a dream of him coming back, basically. So, I feel like that's a sign, but then again, it could be a fantasy. So, yeah. I'll probably do like an update video in like 6 months or whatever. Or if something drastic happens, which honestly I doubt. Like, I honestly doubt anything will drastically happen in my love life. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to get this money, trying to stack up, trying to go back to school in January. Like, I don't have time for any interruptions that aren't positive, basically. Like, it'll be a little turn up every now and then, you know. I don't really have weekends off anymore, so it'll be like a turn up by myself during the week when I have a day off. But, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate the one person that hit me up about it. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is just like cleansing, dude. Like, I feel better talking about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said earlier, I still haven't deleted the pictures, and I don't think that I will because I feel like he's coming back. And I swear I don't say that to be cocky at all, but I just feel it. I feel it. And usually when I feel something, I'm usually 90% right on that feeling. Like it always comes out most of the time. Most of the time. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to go now because this video is 35 minutes long. It doesn't even feel like it's been 35 minutes. So, yeah. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but whenever I do, y'all have a productive day. Well, do that regardless, really. Just be positive besides diseases. Be safe out there. Use protection. Know who you're sleeping with. Yeah, just be careful. Don't be trying to be dating those psychos. Don't do that shit either. That shit ain't cool. Anyway, yeah. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.